Good evening. Welcome to Family Showdown live random shenaniganness. Oh my goodness. What is going on?
I don't know.
There's like chat explosion. We just
chatting.
get online. That's funny. Yeah, sorry that Caitlin had a project and we don't get home till late, so it's really hard when it's a cooking project. But she just got finished, so we finished that up. Thank you for being patient. Otherwise, you had to hear cooking sounds in the kitchen fan while Hunter rambled aimlessly all alone. It would have been sad. Right? Something like that?
Yes, something like that. All right.
We have stuff and things and I don't know. What are you said you had this all planned out, huh?
Well, I mean, our new thing just sells itself. We got the resolution thing to open every show. So,
Poof.
So the last time we visited with you, we were 6 out of 304. Let's recap. We'll just do a real recap.
Oh, recap.
So
recap.
for those that are seeing us for the first time, we made a resolution to pay all our games in our collection within 1 year. And I calculated the collection. There's 342 games I consider real games, non-kids, non-mainstream games. Last time and we're putting the total at the bottom at the start of the chat videos. So last time it was 6 out of 342. This time it was 16 out of 343. So we added a game to the collection, which will be the first game we talk about. We're also going to do two things from the request from the people.
From the people.
We're going to rank them from worst to best.
Oh my gosh.
And I am going to give you my rating, my BGG rating of each of those games.
Sweet.
So, let's just jump right into this resolution. Thank you for everyone that's here. I know it is the first night of the World Series. So,
it is already? Oh my gosh, I've lost so much track of time.
Yeah, World Series opens tonight, so.
Wow.
Won't be surprised if we have it a little bit, but you can watch it after the fact. That's fine.
We can play baseball too.
What's that?
We can play baseball.
Baseball.
We got it for everybody.
The dog's excited.
The dog is thrilled.
What just happened?
I'm trying to keep the dog busy.
Okay, so we're going to open up with the new game we added to our collection. You're going to have to fish it out of that set of
Why
10.
did you put that so far down?
Oh, I don't know. I just randomly
You're a
grabbed all 10.
devil. Oh my gosh.
So
okay.
you have to get those down without them seeing them.
Yeah, okay. Challenge accepted, I think. This one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that?
You have to go a little quicker than one at a time, though. We'll be here all night.
You know what? Somebody should set this up better. Just saying.
So Rebecca and the girls went to Dice Tower Con this summer, and they played the hit of the con was what we thought was an out of print game from I want to say from 2008, maybe 8 or 9. But unbeknownst to us, it was kickstarted. A reprint of this game was kickstarted the first part of the year. And the dog's still going crazy. It was kickstarted the first part of the year. We completely missed it because we didn't even know about the game until the summer. But the magic of eBay allowed me to go out and find a unopened Kickstarter of this game, and I got it for a somewhat unreasonable price, but I got it. And that game is
the one, the only, Finca, or as the girls call it, Finca, 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 because they love Finca. And they don't just say it once because they get excited about it. This is such a fun game. It's like that perfect middle of the road Euro. And it's quick. This says 45 minutes. And honestly, I think our first play with two little kids that have never played it before, it was an hour. So that 45 minutes is really accurate. It's 2 to 4 players. It's a lot of fun, and it's addictive. The girls always turn around and want to play it again afterwards. I love it. And I enjoy it, too. I really liked playing it. So what did you think? Because you didn't have the Finca craze, because you weren't with the girls when they first got into
we have a major difference of opinion with this game. This is
that toy.
Light, like it's floating away, super light Euro game. I mean, it is light.
I don't think it's that light.
It is gateway... Super mega gateway light.
I cannot reach the dog. You're all serenaded with Oh.
But I will say this: this is a great game. It's a great family game. It's
colorful.
It's fun.
It's got that. I love the movement mechanism. Right.
You got to take that away from the dog.
Okay, I'll be back. Give me that, you little rogue. Ouch. Okay. Oh look, no toy. Huh? Wonder where that went.
I was saying, so it's a light family game. It's very colorful. It's got big clunky wooden bits for all the. There's like a ton of different kinds of fruit. There's clunky wooden bits. There's good decisions. It teaches you several
a lot of things actually.
Games that are in the heavier games. It teaches you set collection management. It teaches you variable movement. It's got all kinds of cool things going on for it. But it's a super light game. I give it an eh. But if you're looking for a light family game, this is a good one. Although it's out of print. And my understanding from my limited amount of research, I don't know if it's a tiny, but a small German company, I don't know how that company, got the rights to this game, reprinted it on Kickstarter. It doesn't look like it's going to go to retail, and I would be shocked if they're going to do it. They sell it in their store in Germany, and that's the only place you can get it, and they don't ship international. So, good luck on this one.
Yeah, but, if you can find this, I know, obviously it was in the Dice Tower library. I'm pretty sure it's in BGG library then. So, I'm sure it's at the other con libraries, the big ones anyway.
Yeah.
It's worth finding or find somebody, that's got it and play it. It's a lot of fun. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Great family game. But, like I said, good luck on finding it. Maybe some other company will get the rights from them and reprint it at some point, but, I didn't even hear about the Kickstarter that happened in February of this year, so it was completely off my radar, and like I said, didn't get on our radar until they played it at Dice Tower Con.
Yeah.
So, there you go, there's one.
There you go, Dan.
The rest of them are not new games.
No, they are not.
So just grab them at random and let's go through them.
Oh, let's start with another pretty shiny game.
Coimbra.
It's so pretty.
So this one is, this is what I would consider a midweight Euro game. This is a midweight Euro game.
Oh, this one definitely.
That falls in that sweet spot of 90 minutes. It's got dice. You roll some dice. You use those dice to draft cards. You use those draft cards to move up on different tracks. Your standard Euro fare. It feels kind of maybe Feldy-ish, maybe?
A super light one, maybe.
No, it's not. It's not. This isn't much heavier than Castles.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a really great game. This is one of my favorite games that came out this year. It's being released at Essen, but in the States it's already out and available in the U.S. It's they did it backwards for once. They
that is weird.
Got released in the
really
U.S.
weird.
first, and now it's released in Essen after the fact. So, I think this came out in Gen Con in the U.S. and Essen in Germany. So, just great. It gives me the feel of Lorenzo Il Magnifico in terms of weight, complexity, how hard it is to teach, the lots of great choices. Just a really solid Euro game.
It is. It's really amazing. So many games, so little time.
Yep.
Next up. Dun, 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 dun.
Splendor Killer. Century Spice Road. The Splendor Killer. Even though a lot of people say it's not the same game, it's very similar. You basically, you take Splendor and you add a deck builder on top of Splendor, and it's Splendor. You're drafting cards. Those cards make your engine more powerful to eventually draft point cards that give you points. And it's a race to get a certain number of points.
I mean, I totally
a certain
understand.
number of cards in this case.
I get where everyone's coming from and why they compare the two, and I see that things are similar, but they just feel the way they play just feels differently. I don't know what it is.
They do feel different because this is more of a deck builder.
Yeah.
And the other one's just a straight tableau engine building type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when you kind of think about in Splendor, the cards in front of you are kind of your deck because you're using those to
they're
buy.
Always there. Like you choose with this. I guess that's what it's.
It's
just
a step
enough.
up. That's why it's a Splendor Killer, right? It's a step up from Splendor. It has more going on than Splendor does.
Yeah. You do have more choices.
But Splendor still has its place as a gateway game.
I thought you were going to say something snarky there.
Well, I was about to say the AKA, whose turn is it? Well, I was about to say the AKA, whose turn is it?
There it is. I knew it would happen. I thought he was going to say, I think it's in the dumpster or something, obnoxious, so...
Oh, yeah, I pronounced Lorenzo wrong. You're right. Tommy's right.
What'd you say?
It's Lorenzo il Magnifico!
Oh, my gosh. Why do you people encourage
Anyway,
this?
great one. This is a good one. There's a Gollum edition that's the same game that's got beef up.
Oh, wait, it's not Lord of the Rings themed.
It's got beefed up components and such. It's a good one. But it's also floating away because it's so light.
We're just going to tie strings to all of our light games.
All right, what's next?
Use them as balloons.
We played this one live on our last chat. So,
you better know a lot about that.
Animal upon animal.
Shenanigans.
Dexterity, kids game, but adults can still play it.
And it's still challenging.
I find adults can pretty much put them all on without it falling down.
Well, yeah, but pretty much is the key word there.
But when we play, we usually use it's 2 to 4 players. We use both sets. We use both sets.
Make it hard.
When we play it 2-player.
Yep.
And that actually is challenging. So
there you go.
This is a good one. Super light dexterity game.
Yep.
Is there any heavy games in all this nonsense?
Shush you.
I guess Coimbra is pretty heavy. Deception. I did not play this, but if you know the rules of the thing, if either one of us play, it counts. So you played this at your game group at school.
Twice.
At school.
Yes. Actually, no. I played it more than twice. But yes, I was... Yeah. I think I only logged it as 2 plays. That's funny. But yes, it is a huge hit at the game day at school. And they ended up...
What are they called? The Tower? What are they called?
No, they're B&B. Board Games and Broncos.
Board Games and Broncos.
That's our mascot.
Huh.
So yeah.
I don't...
They came up with it. I thought it was pretty good. It's pretty clever.
Okay, I can't... Let's not talk about that again. B&B.
No, it's awesome, and they did great, and they loved it so much. We usually split it off, and if there's time, people play multiple games and stuff. We had branched. We had a big enough group that we were able to play this one with everybody, and I think they ended up playing this the entire time. And usually we split off and play more than one game each day, so it was really cool to see them just eat this up. It was hilarious. It was getting fierce, man. Everybody's walking around accusing each other and stuff. It was wonderful. And the clues and there's always so many great conversations about, well, is this considered a poison? And I just love all of the diving in and trying to get the details and trying to get into my head as I'm putting the clues down and stuff. It's really entertaining.
So this is you don't know this is it's a social deduction game. Basically, there's one guy's the bad guy, and he picks a murder weapon and a clue, and then the forensic scientist basically gives clues, kind of obscure clues, to try to narrow it down to the murder and the weapon and the clue.
Oh,
but this game, I've taught this game. This may be one of my most taught games since I've got into gaming. It's always gone over well. It's always been played multiple times, which is a solid determinant of whether a game is good or not. I've never played this game once in a sitting. It's always multiple times. And invariably, almost everyone wants to be the forensic scientist. They're like, oh, let me try that out. And it just kind of goes around the table, and you end up playing it. Like, I taught this at BGGCon last year, and we played it, I want to say 7-8 times.
That's usually how it works,
and
though.
People were dropping in and dropping out, and I retaught it midstream a couple of times, and it's just
it was great.
It's an amazing game.
We had one of our students show up late, and we were just like, here, follow along and do this and this, and I just made sure he didn't get the murderer or the accomplice card, and he was able to dive right in. It was awesome. It was
you can kind of do that. I mean, it kind of throws a wrench in the game a little bit, but you can say, I feel that way almost about Shadows over Camelot. You really don't want the new person to be the traitor, right?
Yeah, I don't want to do that because he missed out on some of the rules, and I don't want him to be stressed out.
Which you could do that. I mean, it kind of makes the game weird, but you can give them a regular card and then shuffle the others among the people that have played before. It narrows it down to who it is a little bit, but...
Well, and I don't make it obvious. I just put that card on the bottom and hand it to him, a deal from the bottom.
There you go. That's true. That's smooth. All right, keep it going.
That's
I
awesome.
I don't know how many we've done. That's
well,
4
we're
or
at 5. That's a 5.
We got 10 of them.
Next.
The oldie but the goodie.
Old solid.
So
old reliable.
So Kingsburg is our first exposure to the dice as workers in a worker placement game. There's a reprint of this that includes the expansion. We have the old version with the expansion. We played this, and me personally, I felt this game felt aged to me.
Yeah.
It felt really aged to me.
I like it, but now it's kind of that, oh yeah, back in the day. Yeah, it gives you the...
It feels like it's starting to show its age a little bit because it's so straightforward.
Yeah.
It's so repetitive. I mean, you do four, is it 4? 3. I don't know, how many times? 4? 5. You do 5 rounds and it's the same thing over and over and over again. Yeah. It's starting to, for me, personally, it's starting to feel its age. It's starting to feel like it's not.
Or are you just tired?
No. I think there's, it feels like there's not enough there anymore. I want more. And this was great. How many years ago? 6, 7, 8, 9?
I don't know.
10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So this was okay 10 years ago, but it's starting to feel like... I wish there was something else. I feel it almost feels like there needs to be one more mechanism or one more thing to it. It's starting to get...
Well, and like somebody was just commenting, you usually know who's going to win going into the last round. Yeah. You usually do.
I mean, it has a runaway leader problem. There's no catch-up mechanisms. It's the same thing over and over again. It rewards people that are if a person it gets ahead, that it just gets worse and worse. I mean, it does have you get a die or something, an extra die one time but that's not enough to catch you up in the game.
Now,
you can roll poorly, and there's almost no mitigation of the rolling poorly.
But there are
if someone rolls triple 6s and someone rolls triple 1s, there's going to be a massive difference in what you get your turn. No, it's massively different. I mean, there's a few little buildings that help you out a little bit. Like if you roll really low, you re-roll.
Yeah, but you have to achieve enough.
But you have to get there to get
buildings. This is one of those, though. I think it's showing its age to us because we play so many games. Like, I'm thinking about taking it and introducing it to my kiddos, and I think they would have a completely different opinion right now because they've never played anything like this.
But compare this to Cornbra.
I know, but like right now, this is the level where like my kids are at.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
And so, to give this to them.
Bye, Nerf. I think you're leaving from what everyone's saying.
Oh.
Stepping out for lunch. That just weirds me out.
Yeah, time zone. But yeah, it's just where you're at when you're. Where you're at gaming wise, though. I mean, yeah, we play a stupid amount of games. That's probably above average. So,
and no, don't get me wrong, it's a great game.
No, it's still, but it does feel. Yes, I feel my age too, Dan. I think it was Dan that said that. It was like.
All right, let's move on. We talked enough about this old, outdated clunker.
Oh my goodness, the old jalopy. All right. Oh man, here we go. Excel.
So what the big kid she asked is Alien Frontiers as compared to Kingsburg. She's never played Kingsburg. Alien Frontiers is definitely a step up from Kingsburg. Yeah. It has more going on.
A lot more.
That one, I think, we haven't replayed it, and I'm curious to how we feel about it, but I think that one's going to hold on a little better because you got area control, there's you can draft superpowers, you can...
Well, you can even snipe resources from other people, too.
And there's a lot. If you roll low, there's things that you can do with the low dice. If you roll high, there's things you can do with the high dice.
Yeah.
So there's ways to get re-rolls. It's got area control. It's just got so much more going on. So I think it'll hold. I think it'll hold up a little better.
Yeah, so. I agree. It's not. There's enough choices that it doesn't feel repetitive because you usually end up. That next turn, you're going to have to do something completely different to accomplish a certain number of things and get goals and stuff like that.
The only thing they have in common is that you're rolling dice and you're putting the dice on the board.
Yeah.
You're really doing very different things.
The rest of it's pretty different. It's true.
Anyway, you were saying about the spreadsheet the game?
Spreadsheet the game. Look, even the gnome has a spreadsheet, people. That should tell you something.
So we replayed this game, obviously, recently. And I think I like it more than even I remember it. This game is almost like it was built for me. Because I love, let me pull where's the economy board? I love games where...
They have a spreadsheet.
Where it has this. And a lot of the games these days have this. Like Clans of Caledonia has this. I'm trying to think of other games that have this. It's an economy system that's actually built on supply and demand, and that I don't know why, I just love that concept. You have four different types of gems. It's basically your money. I mean, you have regular money, but this is another resource. And as you buy, if you buy from the market, the price goes up because the supply goes down, and if you produce the resources, the price goes down. So it's got this constant swing of the prices of the different resources. And you can recruit traders that let you trade between the different types. So I may get a trader that lets me trade diamonds and rubies. So when rubies goes way up in price, and diamonds are way low, I can get that trade and I can buy a bunch of diamonds, use my trader to turn them into rubies and get a lot more money. And that's just one tiny piece of the game. There's more to it. You're basically going out and you're finding mining areas, and it's an engine builder. It's kind of like in Splendor in a way. You go to areas, you pay resources to get a mining contract, I guess they call it. And then every round, at the end of the round, you're going to be making more and more resources. And again, that drives the economy. And it amazes me how it's so fluid. You would think it's just going to max out all the prices or they're all going to tank. But they really stay in the middle, and it's really a nice kind of flow of the economy. That's probably more than you want to know. But
no, it's good. It's a good game.
I think this game does not get any love. It doesn't have a very high rating on BGG, but it's almost like this game was made for me because I love that kind of game. You're just waiting to talk about the big gnome.
No,
right?
I'm laughing because the entire time the pets have been roaring back and forth underneath us. They hit the door jam, so you hear this boom. I don't even know if you guys can hear it. It's just ridiculous. It's a full moon, I'm pretty sure. But yes, the starting gnome even is holding a spreadsheet. Ridiculous. I'm just saying.
He's holding this.
He is. He's holding a miniature copy of this, guys. So nerdy. But no, actually, I don't usually.
And like Tommy said,
no,
this game
like these games.
From my description, this game probably sounds like this crazy heavy game, but there's really not much to it. It's just you're dealing with 5 different currencies. Is basically all it is. Other than that, it's just an engine building, resource management game.
Yeah, and it's at its heart, it's very simple, but they did make it interesting with the way that they're using the gems and everything. Do you understand why I was like distracted?
Yeah, no, they're just charging through the house. It's crazy.
At 100 miles an hour.
But I love this game. I can't wait. I haven't played.
They do have the night currency.
I haven't played this one yet, so I'm curious how.
I forgot you even got that.
So I'm curious how this one's going to play.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Now, is that an expansion or is
no,
that
it's a standalone.
Okay. The Mines of Zevendor. They call it the mine. I love Lord of the Rings. So, oh my goodness.
So.
Those wacky gnomes and their spreadsheets.
Alright, keep the love going.
Now we shall move on to the Vikings. Yeah.
Jorvik. So, this is a re-theming of Strasbourg? What's the name of it? Someone in the chat will tell me what it's a retheming of.
Alright, experts, save me. What is he butchering?
Strasbourg?
I don't know, or else I'd tell you. What are you doing?
I'm looking it up.
Oh my goodness, someone in the chat's probably already saved us.
Probably. Yeah, how do you say that?
The Spikerstadt?
Die Spikerstadt?
I think I totally butchered that. I've never taken German. Tommy, you came close. Oh my goodness.
I like jobbies. Anyway, this is a card drafting game. It has a very, very interesting and mean auction system. Basically, you're drafting cards, building up an engine, you're collecting resources, you're using those resources to supply artisans with the resources they need to produce goods, and those give you your victory points. There's other ways to get victory points, but the game boils down to you have a set of cards to draft, and you have workers, and you put your worker, say, hey, I want to buy this card. So when you put a worker down under a card, you can buy it. It's going to cost you 1 money to buy that card. But Rebecca could come along and put a worker below my worker, and now for me to buy it, it costs 2. But then I can go, and she can come along again and put another one down. Now for me to buy it, it costs 3. And so I have a choice. I pay as more and more workers get under that card. When we go to the buying phase, I can choose to buy it or I could pass. If I pass, my worker comes off, and then now the price lowers by 1, and then the next person in line can buy it. And you just keep doing that until someone actually buys the card, and it goes through. And money is so tight in this game, you can actually mess with people and cause them not to be able to buy cards. Because, like, let's say Rebecca has 2 money, and she really wants a card. I could put 2 workers below her worker to force it to be 3 money, and there's no way that she can get it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty brutal. But
That's one way to put it.
But I find I'm not sure if I like this game. I think I like the concept of the game. I don't know if I like. I mean, when I say like, I mean I still think it's a good game. But in terms of the echelons of Felds, it's down at the bottom group of Feld games.
Yeah. I like it for something different. As far as like if we were to do our ranking of the Felds, the favorite Felds rankings, yeah, it's kind of on the lower end of things.
Cats are
caterwauling and barking and oh my goodness, yes. And yes, Kabuki, it does make you want to crank up some Zeppelin. I agree.
What's that?
Zeppelin's Immigrant Song. She's like that cover.
Oh yeah. Oh man. So yeah, I think this game, if you, I mean, this has got so much interaction and so much take that almost. It's almost borderline not Euro.
I really don't think it feels like Euro. It's very take that because at least how we play it, it's like...
I mean, it does have gathering resources and using those resources to get victory points, but it is so take that.
I instantly went to hate draft. I don't even care about winning the game half the time. I'm like, nope, you're not getting
We get halfway through the game and we forget about what we're doing, and it's just, you're not getting this card.
That's it always just dissolves into the chaos. It's just... yeah. So, I don't know. Take that for what it is. I think... I want to try it with multiple people and see if I give
it a meh.
Yeah.
All right, onward. I mean, it's a good, again, a meh for the games we own.
No, that's still really good.
An oldie, but a goodie. Pillars of the Earth.
I'm tired.
Worker placement goodness with the best board in board gaming. So this one you're basically, again, you're taking resources, use those resources to get cards. You take those cards and you use resources along with those cards to churn out victory points. So it's a slow engine building, and then you basically, your first part, you're just kind of churning stuff and getting a little bit of resources, and then you improve your workers and you get better and better workers until you're really going crazy with the victory points at the end. It's got lots of great choices. It's got a great worker placement system on deciding who gets to go. Basically, you put all your workers in a bag, you pull them out, and then you can choose to either go then when your piece is pulled out, but it costs you money, or you can pass. And it goes along until people start paying. And if you pay, you get to go immediately. Otherwise, you pass and you get further and further back in line of when you get to go. Solid worker placement game. This one is an old one, but it's not. I don't think it's showing its age. I think it's still a solid,
oh my gosh, yeah,
great worker placement game. It definitely holds up.
This one's, to me, a timeless classic kind of game.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's really good.
Magnificent. And Kabuki just said that she learned there's a Pillars of the Earth video game. Now I'm intrigued. I'm like...
Yes, I played it.
Have you really?
I finished it. Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing.
What? You knew I was playing it.
No, I don't remember this.
But yeah, I played it. Yeah, and you actually build up... It's a standard, like, Baldur's Gate type game.
Oh, okay,
where you go out and fight stuff and gather stuff. But your home base is a cathedral, an old ancient cathedral, and it's all beat up and destroyed. And as you go, you can spend money and build it up and make it better and better. And as you build up, as you build up the cathedral, your characters get more able to train. Like you build up a certain area, now your priests can go here to train and get special powers and stuff. And you build up this giant cathedral, and eventually you completely complete it. And then I'm not going to spoil the game in case you play it, but once you complete your cathedral, stuff happens.
World ends.
You discover a basement area and stuff, bad guys and things. But yeah, the video game's actually really good. They're coming out. I think it was actually a Kickstarter video game.
Really? Oh, weird.
I think they've kickstarted the second in the series. I don't know what it is, but anyway, Pillars of Earth, great game.
Oh, yeah. Wow, this is probably one of the best worker placements.
I wouldn't say one of the best. It's a good one.
Huh.
Speaking of area control, we weren't talking about area control.
I was gonna great segue there, babe.
So this is one of no, it's not the original area control game. The original area control game may be chess or Go. Go is probably the original area control game.
Go is definitely
Go is the original, but this is one of the original modern type area control games. It's a pure area control game. This one, I almost have a nostalgic love for this game. I think it's so straightforward and so easy and to learn, to teach, to play, that it's got some kind of it's pure.
Yeah, it is. No, it's really, really fun. I don't usually like area control, but this was one of those I really enjoy playing.
And it's
because you do things with the areas you control.
Right. And this is one of the few area control games that work well 2-player. I think this works really well 2-player because it has a mechanism where there's this king that moves around the board, and you can only add your little cubes, which is the area control, when it's adjacent to the king. So there's a strategy. It almost inherently minimizes the area you can fight over based on where the king is. So it's not like you have the whole board to put dudes to control areas. You have to move that king around, and then wherever the king is, it's a fight for that area. So I'm sure it's much tighter and much more back and forth with more players, but it works well 2 players. It has a cube tower that's not really, it's more of a cube holder. You have a little tower, a Castillo. Anyway, you put cubes in it, and all it does is it just basically, it's hidden information. You have to kind of remember who's put what cubes in there. It's another area you can control.
It's hilarious too because it's this right here, this big tower, and it's super tall. So even if you're leaning over the board, you really, unless you look straight down, you're not going to see the dice that are in there. And of course, you're going to forget what you put in there if you're not paying attention. It's one of those, I like that about it, because if we get really busy or we get interrupted, we get back to the game, we're like, it's a battle of wits now. Who put the most cubes in?
I do that all the time.
Inevitably.
I pull up the thing, I'm like, okay, she's beating me 4-3. I should put 2 cubes in and I'll have the lead, and then lift it up and she has, like, I have 2 and she has 2. I'm like, what?
It's awesome.
But this is a solid area control game. It's out of print. You may be able to find secondhand copies. I'm sure there's tons and tons and tons of copies around of this. We somehow have the German version of the game. So we got the original 96 German edition. Anyway.
That's exciting.
Hans im Glück.
I want to hear you take a German class
Hans
now
im Glück.
so badly.
All right, is that it? We got more.
That's it.
Is that all of them?
The finale. So rank.
No, there's one I missed.
What?
Is that 10 games?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, that's 9 games.
9, 10. No, that's 10. Dude, your math is screwy.
1, 2,
Coimbra, Animal Upon Animal, Deception, Murder in Hong Kong, Kingsburg, Gnomes, Jorvik, Pillars, El Grande, Finca, and Century.
Somehow we actually my
you have 2 number 3s, Gooberhead.
Somehow my count is off because we also played. Or did we play that last time?
What?
Dimension.
Play that last time.
Did we?
Yeah. You have 2 number 3s, Goober. Look at the bottom. Good job.
No, no.
3 and a 3.
That's an 8.
That is not an 8.
Now it's an 8.
Now you have 2 8s.
No, I don't. All right, so do you want to rank these real quick, or are we just going to go with my rankings?
Just go with yours because I have not.
Okay,
I haven't looked at what the rank is.
Per request, I'm going to do them in order, rank order, and give my BGG rating of each. So starting in at number 10 is Animal Upon Animal. You're not going to show them off? I give that a 6.
They're all stacked again.
No, that's okay. Animal Upon Animal, number 10, I give it a 6. I think if you're rating it for kids, I think it's more of a 7 or 8. Number 9 is, there it is, right there. Gnomes is not on this list anywhere.
Dope.
Yeah, we did. This one should be included.
Okay, well, fine. We'll talk about Dimension. His list is invalid. Invalidated. So check that out. Dimension. For a second, I was make sure it's
so
right.
Animal Upon Animal is actually 11. We'll make Dimension 10. And I give that one a 6 too. Because
oh, jeez.
It's a puzzle game. It's an abstract puzzle game. So there you go.
But it's cool. it's cool. It's got... And you put them on... Hunter doesn't like puzzles. Hunter doesn't like fun. Hashtag Hunter Thomason doesn't like fun.
So Dimension, what Dimension is you have a is there a good picture on the back? Hopefully there's a picture on the back, so I don't have to set it up. Oh good, there's a picture on the back. So basically you have a set of these wooden balls. There's 3 of each of 5 different colors. 1, 2, 3, 5 different colors, and you're given rules. It gives you rules like, for example, here's the rules. I'll just go through these. Like, you have to have exactly 2 orange balls. You have to have all your black balls have to touch a blue. Your white and blue balls can't touch. Your black cannot be on top. It gives you all these different rules. And then you basically say go, and you start stacking them, and you create a little pyramid of them trying to follow these rules. As many of these rules as you can. If you can follow all 6 rules, you get a bonus. And after you get a certain number of bonuses, you get a number of points, bonus points at the end based on that. And you get coins for however many of the balls you use. So if I use 10, I get 10 coins to start with. And then you get minuses for every rule you break. You do that for, I want to say, 5 or 6 rounds. And it goes really fast. Each round you have a little timer. I think a round maybe like 30 seconds, 45 seconds maybe. Maybe a minute.
I thought it was a minute. I thought it was a minute.
But they go really fast. You can play an entire game of this in probably 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
It says 30, but it's not 30.
It's fun, but it can melt your brain sometimes if you get just the right set of cards. I will say that. It can be tough, but I find it interesting. I like it.
It's an abstract game. It's very puzzly. It's a speed game. It's really almost brain burnery because you're looking at your stack and trying to make sure you're looking at these 6 different rules and go, okay, so everything I have on the stack follow all these different rules. And sometimes the rules are contradictory, like it says, like blue has to be next to green, but green and blue can't touch. And
yeah,
and then you have to kind of pick which rules you follow.
Yeah,
you're not gonna get them all. So it's not my kind of game, but I can see how people would really enjoy this game. It almost feels educational somehow.
Oh my gasp!
It feels educational.
Gasp! Are you learning something?
I gotta redo my list now. Hold on.
I made him do his list over. It is the parent's choice.
1, 2, 3.
That's what it says on here, and it got the Oppenheim Best Toy Award. But hey, I like this game. I like the puzzle, and occasionally it's good to melt your brain. Just saying. Hunter doesn't like logic puzzles. So Hunter hates logic. I'm going with that one.
Alright, so I redid my list. Animal Upon Animal was 12. Dimension was 11. No. Animal Upon Animal was 11. Dimension was 10. Oh my gosh, I gotta redo this. It's so messy. So
no one's looking at your handwriting.
I can't read it.
Oh
I've
my
scribbled over it so many
goodness.
times. Animal Upon Animal is 11. Dimension is 10.
Do you know how exciting this is?
Boring, probably.
Paint drying.
Horrible.
Woo!
Why don't you tell people about when you're gonna do your top 100? Because everyone seems to be asking about it.
Oh my gosh.
Why redo my list?
Making him sad.
It is making me sad.
Oh, when am I doing I'm doing my top 100 list minus 1 penmanship. I'm doing my top 10 list. Is it over Thanksgiving break this year? I believe
you're gonna make it. Yeah,
I'm gonna make it over Thanksgiving break, and then we are going to start throwing down in December. So that means that we will do that as the end of the year, and then I believe we're going to start off the year with our combined list. Is that how that's going to roll?
We're going to try to get yours done over December.
Yeah.
Into the first couple weeks of the year, and then
so that we'll start the year off with when we do our combo.
Not start the year, but in January sometime.
That's the start of the year.
Yeah, that's true. I thought you meant the start of the year.
Yes, midnight, New Year's Eve. Be there.
Choking me.
I wonder how many people would actually show up to that.
A midnight showing of
a live top 100.
That would be pretty funny.
So throw in your votes now, folks. The kids would kill us. Oh, hey, we could have them announce games too. They could help announce games.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, Once Upon a Time Hunter made this.
I still don't understand how we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 10.
Brent says it's almost midnight.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, got it. All right, so Animals 11. Dimension is 10. Number 9. Sadly, number 9 is Finca.
What?
What
is wrong with you?
I gave that a 7, so it's still a good game. So Animal 6, Dimension 6.
Wait, you ranked Finca lower than Animal?
No. Finca's a 7. Animal's a 6. Dimension is a 6. Finca is a 7.
Okay.
Okay. The next one up is Kingsburg, which is also a 7.
Okay.
Then...
And this is the BGG rankings, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Jorvik, which is also a 7. Then Century Spice Road, which is also a 7.
Mm-hmm.
El Grande, which is an 8. Number 5. 4 is Pillars of the Earth, which is also an 8. 3 is Gnomes of Zavendor, which is a 9.
Nerd.
I am a nerd. Next is Coimbra, number 2, which is also a 9. And number 1, Deception and Murder in Hong Kong, which has been bumped to a 10.
Wow! Glad to hear it's still awesome. That makes me happy. Right on the food. What?
Finca?
I don't know.
There you go. There is my...
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I'm curious, though, because we got 11 games and we only went up 10 in the numbers. Something's off with our list.
I logged the plays. I don't know what you're doing on your
I don't know.
Excel sheet.
There you go. There it is. There is the
gnomes.
rankings, the list, and we have a game day coming up this weekend. So hopefully we can knock out
20 games.
20 games. We'll try.
Yes.
So yeah, lots of 7s. If I really was ranking those, I like how Rado does his rankings.
What's he do?
So the way Rado does his rankings is he ranks his games from his favorite to his least favorite.
Okay.
And then he puts enough decimal places to put every game in order. So if you sort his games by a rank, it's going to sort them in the order. Basically, his top 100's built, right? Because let's say he has a game and it's a 9.93. If he likes a game slightly more than that, he'll put
9.94. Interesting.
So that they're all, at least that's what it appeared to me, that they're all in order.
Yes, so you just go.
There's no duplication of a number.
Interesting.
So I thought
I wonder how many decimal places in he goes.
I know that he has.
It starts getting really tight. He's got like 6 decimal places.
So I just think that's a cool way to do it. I may actually, someday when I'm bored, I may rank all the games I've played, do like the Pub Meeple thing and rank them all, and then go into BGG and give them all. Yeah.
Brain oozing out of my ear.
I just like that idea because... But then it kind of spoils your top 100 because
everybody will just go.
You go to BGG and sort, and you can see what the ranking is, right?
That's true, but they don't get to hear you be all random about it. That'll be fun.
But yeah, I think it's an interesting way to do it because it.
That's true. That's true. I mean,
because if someone says, "Hey, which of these 2 games do you like better?"
and just go look, and
you just go look and see what the number is, and you know which one. But again, when you do rankings, it's your mindset at that moment, right?
Well, that's my problem. I'd go in later and be like, 0.4, it's clearly a 0.35. Yeah, it wouldn't work for me.
So
there's that.
There we go. Let's move on. So just a quick channel update. My top 100 of all time is still ongoing. We posted today 30 to 21.
Good games.
20 to 11 goes up Thursday. Then next Tuesday, the 10 to 1 hits.
Oh, wow.
And then the following Tuesday, we will do my live after party. So I don't know what Tuesday's going to be. Tuesday may just be another...
Random of randomness?
Randomness of randomness.
Of randomness.
All right, let's see how much...
randomness. And we'll be talking about how many games we've got in and stuff.
One game that's getting played this weekend. I don't care if I have to make everyone play it.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
This game right here is getting played.
Yes! Yes!
I'm dying to play this game.
Yes.
Oh, you see how much I paid for it? Oh, man. It has a hole in the box if you watch the Dice Tower.
Oh, yeah. That's so cool.
No, that was Tom's least favorite thing about board games is a hole.
Oh, really?
But this one covers itself.
I was going to say, whatever. That covers it. He's just being a goober. No, it's really fun that I forgot to tell my kids about is how to pack a Jenga game properly, because the real brand name Jenga has that plastic sleeve.
Yeah, yeah.
And they have a big cutout. And if you don't put the sleeve there, then you tip it and all the pieces fall out of the box.
I will say this.
I
think once we play this,
we're going to want to play it again.
You're going to want to take this to your game group.
Oh, really?
At school, because I think they're going to love this. I mean, it's free.
They're going to love the theme.
It's like, yeah, it's superheroes, right?
Yeah, yeah. They're going to be all over that theme.
I mean, you got Spider-Man, Captain America, and the whole 9 yards. So.
Yep, yep.
All right. So let's move
Hail
on.
Hydra.
See how long that took. That took a long time. Wow. All right. So we're going to move on to the Rebecca's random review section.
What? Tonight? Oh, man. I gotta get random, huh?
You gotta do a little bit of work.
Huh.
So real quickly, why you're asking for numbers? Since you're not doing all of them, what is your favorite and least favorite of that? Of this group.
Wow, that's tough.
Man of Doom's already done 5, 13, 26.
Dang!
I don't know what that is.
That's a lot of caffeine.
Oh, he knows that the 5 shelves, but there's not that many sub shelves.
Hey, now. I may not rank it that way. I randomly picked how the shelves work each time. 2 people. Ooh. Okay, hold on. My favorite... Oh, man, you guys are killing me with that.
Game and Wife said we should split into 2 groups so we can play twice as many games.
I like it. Yes. My least favorite... Kingsburg.
Yeah, that game may be on its way out.
Add to my board game group.
Yeah, Kingsburg may be on its way out.
My favorite, gosh, I gotta be honest. By hair, it's still Deception.
No, there's no hair. I mean, I really love Cornbro, but Deception's
amazing, guys.
It's a great gateway game. It works well with gamers and non-gamers. It's easy to teach. It's every session's been amazing. I've never had a bad session. I've probably played that game 30 or 40 times.
Random review. Dan wins. He put 42. That's the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
We also put 3 and 9.
I wasn't looking at those. I just saw the 42.
So let's do it.
Fine.
I gotta go get the list. Where's the list?
All right, let's do. Pick a number between 1 and 6.
Oh, you're not tricking it up.
I am too tricking it up.
Include all the games that are in the floor.
Shush. 1 through 6.
Gotta make sure you haven't reviewed it already. I've got my list going here.
Oh, you're such a. Hey, I've told you it's random. If you truly randomize, you will have repeats. 1 through 6, people. Lost numbers. Oh dear.
Mole. Mole.
Oh, mole.
Mole.
Oh yeah, today's like National Mole Day or something.
Yeah, but not that kind of mole.
No, it is National Mole Day.
No, like animal mole.
Are you sure about that?
He did chemistry mole.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure it's Chemistry Mole Day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they made some horrible science joke in our announcements today. Oh, Tommy got 4. All right, 4 it is. We can connect 4. Stop it, people. All right, so, 1 through 4, okay. Then pick a number between 1 and 5. 1 and 5, inclusive, as always. 1 and 5. Okay, 1, gotcha. Then pick a number between 1 and 5 again.
This is too many numbers.
Yeah, well, I got a lot of bookshelves to go sort through. Oh, we'll go with 3. Dan put 3. Okay. And then I want you to pick a number 1 through 3.
Don't look away. I know where you're at.
1 through 3.
I think you've already reviewed some of these.
You fail, man of Doom. You're fired.
What do you do?
75. All right, 3 again. Have we done Le Grand?
No.
Ha ha!
No, we haven't.
Today, brought to you by Stronghold Games, is La Granja. Or how do you call it?
Granja.
Oh, yeah. You do all sorts of
La
weird
Granja.
stuff. Oh, man. So, it's been a little while since I've played this, actually. This is another dice-driven game. And let's just pop this open and look at it. Because the cover reveals nothing! Absolutely nothing! Okay. Here you go on this nice, peaceful board. Once upon a time, you have dice. And things. And resources. And more things. And gardens. And pigs. And strange little floppy hats.
This sounds like my back in the box review. It's a dice version worth it. We have not played the dice game. No siesta.
Oh yeah, I want to play that. But basically, again, it's another one of those collect the resources and trade this and that for things and get money and victory points. The end.
Completing contracts.
And oh yes, completing contracts. But what makes this one a little bit more unique from some of the other games like that is the fact that you have this very funky player board.
Funky.
It's funky. Because we have multi-use cards again, which, as you know, we love. If you didn't know that, we love them. The cards have multiple uses. And when you purchase a card and use it, you slide it up here, perhaps, and whatever is revealed in the text there is what you use there. Also, same thing happens as you put the card over here. It's going to reveal that part of the text.
Angle it.
Oh, sorry. A little bit more for you.
Yeah,
that part of the card text that you're using, and so you can do that. So you're making choices on which, again, you have to make these great choices. I've got 2 really good things on my card. Which one do I want to use it for? Which one am I more likely to use to help with my engine building, blah, blah, blah. And so you have to do that. The only thing that I find tedious about this game, I think, is sometimes if you're sliding, things will slip around. You have to readjust everything.
Yeah, so you got... So down here is superpowers. Over here, it's the resources you're for producing. This is storage over here for your pigs, stables. Here's the... they call them barrows, wheelbarrows. Basically, these are your contracts you're trying to complete. So, in the card, if you look at the card,
I wanted to show you a card. So
it's got 4 different sides to it.
They're pretty amazing. They're actually pretty amazing. So, hopefully the glare's not too bad. You can see that. If you look, you can see how...
Like this one produces grapes. It gets you store 1 pig. At the top, it looks like you got to deliver a wheat and a grape or something at the top.
Yeah. And so, again, you'll just go whoop and see. There's the text that you would use. Or up here... like so. There you go. So that's how the game, that's in the long and the short of it, that's how that game rolls. And it's a longer game.
Yeah, it's about 2 hours.
Is it about 2 hours? Okay. And I like this one, but there's others out here that do a lot of the same stuff for less time. So I mean, it's one of those that it feels a little long for what it does.
It's interesting.
But it's interesting. It's a little bit different because you do, again, have the multi-use cards with this. It's pretty fun. So
yeah, it's a midweight Euro. It doesn't hit that 90-minute sweet spot. So
yeah, it runs a little long. But for something different, and if you want to go a little bit longer, well, then this is perfect, honestly, for that. And it's not super complicated. Once you learn it, once you've played that style of game, it's very similar to a lot of the others, so it's very easy to pick up. So if you've played those kinds of games before, you're not going to have a problem with this one either.
So now, it's time.
For?
Back of the box review.
Whoop whoop!
So immediately, right off the bat, block text, not a fan. Little tiny view of the board here. But it does show you the player board, and it shows that it's interesting. You got things on the side. It shows you an example of all 4 different ways the card's used. It gives you the components of the game. I like when it has the components of the game. It has players down here. But what's interesting is here it says 90 plus minutes, and then on the side it says 120 minutes. So I guess that's 90 plus, but why would you put 2 different amounts of time? This one makes you think it's 90. This one makes you think it's 120.
Inconsistencies.
So that's not cool. But yeah, I give it a below average rating for the back of the box.
Yeah, it looks like a book on the back.
I want a little. If you're doing the back of the box, you need to have a few little blurbs about what's going on, like
who doesn't like blurbs?
Multi-use cards or something. But you have to read this block of text.
That probably has some strange plot that no one cares about when you're actually playing the game.
So, over the course of 6 game rounds, players will expand their farm. Yeah, no. I need a little pizzazz there. I give it a man. Front of the box. Oh my gosh, Euro.
It really screams
Euro game. All right.
Groundhog.
Where was this? Oh.
Nope. On the other side. There you go. And there you have it. Random reviews and back of the box review.
Hey, that's my rump.
Thanks for sharing.
I did share, apparently. Sorry about my derriere. All right, let's finish it off. Finish it off tonight with the people talking about my rump. We're going to finish it off with a 5 on the spot. Give us a top 5 list.
It's on.
We'll knock it off. 5 on the spot to finish the night.
Woo!
And apparently I got to revise our resolution list because there's an extra game.
You mean revolution of the resolution?
There is a rogue game.
You're a rogue game. 5 on the spot topic.
Top 10 games that have the most egregious lies for how long the games claim to play for. Write that down. I like that one. Top 5 games to get dressed up and do costumes for. Done!
Hey, wait, I'm writing down Bookie's thing. That lie about playtime. It doesn't sound as cool as hers, though.
Top 5 games to get dressed up for. Alright.
Oh, dude. Dressed up for? Okay.
Does life shower count?
Ew! There's so many things I can say there that I just... Ew. Okay,
Couple came to mind immediately.
Yeah, same here.
Oh. Got 4. Four came immediately to mind. I got it. I got mine.
Something came to... Oh, Lord.
I got my 5. Now
Oh, I know what I'm playing.
Oh,
1, yeah.
2, 3, 4. Done. Done!
Me too. You ready for this? I'm curious which ones you picked.
My number 5, Merchants and Marauders.
Of course you're going to dress like a filthy pirate. I like it. My number 5, Mafia de Cuba.
That's a good one. I didn't think of that one. That's a good one. My number 4, Shadows over Camelot.
Ooh, that'd be pretty fun too. My number 4, Godfather.
That's a good one too. That's a good one where like suits and ties.
Yeah. Swim with the fishes.
Number 3 is already mentioned in the chat. Western Legends.
I should have known you would pick that one. Okay, my number 3, any of the Star Trek games.
I didn't even think about Star Trek. Oh my goodness.
Dude! What's wrong with you?
Okay.
You should be shocked that it's low as number 3.
Number 2, Sheriff of Nottingham.
That's my number 2! Yeah!
And I bet our number 1's the same.
Is
Number
it?
1, Fog of Love.
Because that game is so much fun. That is great.
That's a great list. That's almost worthy of a top 10, I
That's
think.
worthy of starting to dress up for life.
Write that one down for a top 10, too. I think that one's worthy of a top 10.
We just did 5 of them.
Yeah, but we probably didn't think about it. Like, I completely missed Star Trek.
Oh, you know what else would be fun? Like Salem or something. Ooh.
Or you can go really crazy and do pre-pick your races in, like, Twilight Imperium.
Yes! Yes! Or even, like, compatibility. All the couples dress up as something cheesy together, like couples things.
Yeah.
You could do, like... Ooh. We should do, like, a theme thing. We could do, like... How to have a thematic game night with the Thomasons. We have our own mini-series.
We could almost... You know what? At the retreat thing that we're doing, we could almost have a one-night...
Ooh, one-night costume, like, games.
Theme night.
Ooh.
King of Tokyo's a good one, too.
Yeah, that would be
Sherlock
hilarious.
Holmes, that's a good one, too.
Ooh, Sherlock would be excellent.
That's a great list. Who came up with that idea? Was that Kabuki?
I don't know. That was pretty fun.
Who came up with that idea?
It was Hoser. Was it Hoser?
Hoser 40K.
Nice job, 40K.
Prefer Hoser or 40K?
Huh?
Or Hoser 40K?
Well, he prefers, obviously, Hoser 40K.
But if you're shortening it, what would you shorten it to?
40K.
Hose?
On that note.
Arkwright's number 1.
Dude!
What do you dress up like as
a nerd with a pocket protector and
No, you could be a factory worker, like make like the old hats they used to wear in the 20s.
I'm just thinking about what I have to do during that game. I need a pocket protector and a calculator.
The Great Depression era, how they all...
Yeah, that'd be cool,
all the dudes look the same. They got like the...
Yeah.
It's like they find that one guy that has the smear of dirt on his face and got the hat.
Mission Red Planet.
What did you wear astronaut outfit? I don't know.
Remember all the characters have different outfits.
Biggie said, take off, Hoser.
Hoser, oh jeez.
Hoser, there you go.
See, there you are.
18XX, what do you do? Is he an engineer? I mean, do you do the engineer thing, or do you do the business, like the CEO?
Yeah, this is getting better. Man, we can do like
I like
100
this list.
games.
Here's what we could do. I actually like this idea. We dress up as our number 1 for that top 10 of the games to dress up for.
Oh,
we
and dress up as
the number
figure
1.
out the game.
I like that idea.
How would you dress up for tumbling dice?
I don't think that's one you dress up for.
Oh, I bet you can.
I put a big dice head.
Oh man, you would too.
Well, folks, it's been real.
And it's been fun.
But has it been real fun?
It has.
Oh, I was entertained tonight.
That was good stuff. You guys are awesome.
So look
geniuses.
for next Tuesday. I don't know whether we're doing a top 10 or just a update, because we may have a lot of games to update. So
hopefully
we'll have a lot of games to update for next time. So I'm not sure what we're going to do for next Tuesday, but
you guys I'm
really excited about this games to dress up for. I think that's a good. And know another thing that we could do for that?
Food chain magnate.
Oh, we just do like a waitress or the
yes.
But I was thinking another thing we could do. I'm so excited about this for some reason. Don't ask me why I'm so excited about this.
You like to wear crazy hats.
We could do a one little thing for each of our things in our list, and we switch every time it comes to our turn.
You are such a nerd.
You switch really quick.
And now I would like.
Yeah, exactly. Do like a real quick presto changeo.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Hey, we should green screen the background too, so we can just like.
Now you're going crazy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hey, that's a great one. That was a great idea. Thanks for joining us tonight. It was awesome. I'll fix the resolution list. Apparently there's a rogue game that wasn't included somehow.
Fix the rogue.
Because I have 11, but we only added 10, so one of these
Way
got
to go,
missed.
hooligan.
At least I knew everything we played.
That's true.
All right.
We think.
Well, get us out of here.
All right, peoples. We shall see you next week. Well, you'll see us not live Thursday, and then we'll see you live. Because that made sense. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.